Hi guys, welcome to Ultimate Trading Live Mentorship. So on today's setups, we'll be using the Ultimate AMD trading system that I have been using to find setups. I will start looking at the major currency pairs and some commodities, and I will give you my view for the week and what I expect each pair to be doing. So I will start with the GBP USD or the British against the dollar currency. So today being a Monday, price started by filling the weekend gap. So today I was only interested in looking for buy setups on GBP USD because you can see our price direction signal was showing us an uptrend momentum. So the gun signal was showing buy positions only. So when looking for setups, I'm only interested in looking for buy setups on this currency pair. So just a minute. Let's wait for some people to join. I'll be back to continue with the this week analysis. Just a minute. Some people want to join the live. Welcome back to AMD Trading System live technical analysis. I'll be taking you through this week's trading setups and what I expect the market to do using the AMD trading system. I will start with the currencies, then go down to commodities, then metals, then we wait for tomorrow and see if the system will have followed what we expect it to follow. So let's start with the GBP USD, or the British pound against the dollar currency. On my chart here, you can see the setup for the GBP USD was an uptrend. Just by looking at it, you could have noticed the swing highs from last week. The price of GBP USD has been going up and running up. So on my currency trend meter, the trend was also showing an uptrend momentum. So, and the other thing was the gun distribution signal was also showing an uptrend signal. So this week I was only interested in taking buy setups. So I was only waiting for pullbacks using the currency strength volume bars. They help in finding pullbacks so that you can enter a trade at the most optimal point. So in today's setup, I had a setup very early in the morning during the London session. Price was going up from the Asian session. It had to fill some gaps at around this area. Then we had a signal from the smart level indicator. Yeah, we had a signal from the smart level indicator, and that was our confirmation entry to enter a buy trade, because the volume bars had hit the 50 liquidity level at around this area. So we had a very good pullback to enter a buy trade during the opening of the London market, and my target was at this level, take profit level 2. So by now my trade has already closed, and when you see a signal that is vice versa of the trend, it is a good time to exit the market when you see a sell trend from the smart level indicator. Mm. So today's setup was mainly, I entered mainly because of the accumulation that was happening early in the morning, in the early morning hours. You can see during in the 15 minutes time frame there was some consolidation before price early in the morning, you can see price was it first filled the gap that was there during the weekend. Then it did some consolidation before showing us the direction. So we got the signal from the smart level indicator showing us the distribution, the start of the price distribution. So at around this area here, price had decided the direction it had to take at around this area here. So, but right now it's not a good time to hold on this market. The signal for sell is already showing it, and it might retrace before going to other. There are no other target level profit. This was the third level of the price momentum. So we are not expecting price to go beyond this point before it has to retrace at around this level here that I had entered a buy position, and it has created some fair value gap. So if price comes around this area during the New York session, then I'm looking to enter another buy position. If price retests this fair value gap at around this area, I'm looking to enter another buy position and risk very small amount. So let's wait for that and see if it will happen during this New York session. So that was a nice setup on the British pound against the dollar. So let's look at maybe the Euro USD or the Euro against the dollar. They they are usually correlated. That is, the trend on Euro USD is usually correlated to GBP USD. Or when one currency is on an uptrend, probably the other one is also on an uptrend. So using our AMD system, the gun distribution signal was showing us some uptrend momentum. So that was our bias to show us the biasness of the market. So if I saw this, I would be only interested in looking for buy setups. The other condition that I have to wait until it happens is the currency strength indicator to show me the real-time price direction. When the blue line is below the yellow line, it means that the price is on an uptrend position. So I only have to wait for the volume bars to show me the pullbacks so that I can find the best point to enter my trades. So today I didn't find any trade on this market, but from last week it had very good entry points using this smart level entry swing indicator here. So from last week we had some very good entry points using the smart level indicator. Every time price hit the 50 liquidity level and I had a signal from my smart level entry indicator, I had to take a trade. So we are still waiting for this pair to decide, and see if this week it will continue with the uptrend, or it will continue, or it will reverse to the downside. For me, I would say probably it will continue to the upside, because fundamentally the currency pair is very strong, and so we'll see how it will perform this week and wait for setups using this AMD trading system. So let's look at the other currency that I like trading, the AUD USD currency pair. Price has also been on an uptrend momentum. So looking at it, I would also be interested. From last week, I was also interested in looking for buy setups only, using the distribution signal here. That is our first confirmation. Our second confirmation is the trend from the currency strength indicator. It has to show us an uptrend. Then the volume bars have to have a pullback of at least 50 liquidity level for me to enter a trade. So from last week, I had to look for buy setups only, but today, being on a Monday, price is still on accumulation zone. It hasn't yet decided the direction it will take this week. So let's wait for that. Also, on the fundamentally point of view, the currency is also on a very strong bullish momentum. So keep an eye on that. It might also be retracing right now, but come Tuesday or Wednesday, the pair will show us the direction, the distribution direction. Let the hour end. My next currency that I have been following is the USD JPY pair. I had monitored this currency since last week. It was on a very strong buy direction, but then we had a change of direction from Friday. We had a change of direction, and our gun distribution signal indicated a change in market directions. So my biasness has changed on this currency. I'm only interested in looking for sell setups at the moment. So this week, I'm only also looking for sell setups, probably because the gun signal will remain at the sell area. So every time price has a pullback of at least 50 liquidity level I will be looking for sell setups at around this area when the currency strength indicator is showing a downtrend. I'll be looking for sell setups, and if price decides to retest the signal level where there was a smart level entry and price retest that area, I will also be looking at that to re-enter the market at a downtrend direction. So right now at this pair today, we didn't have a clear entry on this currency pair because the currency strength indicator was not that strong. The volume of the market was not that strong to determine the clear direction of the market, but the smart level indicator had shown us a downtrend signal, but I didn't take that trade because the volume of the market was not very clear compared to other markets like you have seen in the GBP/USD market. So we are still waiting for that retest at around this area here. If the currency strength lines will have opened up, I will be looking for a re-entry at around that level there. See the signal level line using the gun distribution signal. So let's look at other markets like the indices and the commodities markets. We'll start with maybe a simple market like the Nasdaq 100. So the vastness of this market was also on a very strong uptrend. The gun distribution signal was showing us an uptrend momentum. So I was only interested in finding buy setups when that signal is given. I'm only interested in looking for buy setups only. Other condition that I was interested in was the currency strength indicator. The direction of the market was on an uptrend. When the blue line is below, it means that the price is on an uptrend momentum. So every time I have a pullback of the candles and I get a signal from my smart level entry indicator, I execute a trade and target my target profit levels that are displayed. So this week on a Monday, today we didn't have any setup. We had a solid setup on Nasdaq 100, but I didn't enter this trade. The volume bars had hit 50 liquidity level and we had a signal from my currency strength volume indicator. So when that happened, probably I would have entered for a buy position at around that area, then set my stop loss when that buy structure is broken. So that was a very good structure for a buy on the Nasdaq 100 today using the AMD trading system. Yeah, it has now hit take profit 2 and it may be targeting the take profit 3 level, and that will be a new high on the Nasdaq market. So right now price may 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 have not touched the 50 liquidity level, but today it has touched. Using the period separator, you can say today market has made a good pullback that has touched the 50 liquidity level area. So it was a very valid buy position. So if price can retest this area, I can enter a buy position, a very small buy position at around this area. So I will be looking at gold. So for gold, today haven't had a setup on the gold market because the gun distribution is showing a buy trend, but today being on a Monday, the currency strength indicator has crossed over to the downside, showing a downtrend momentum. So gold right now is not on my radar. But last week we had some very good swing entries using the AMD system. We had some very good trade setups using the AMD system. Also, the smart level entry indicator shows you when to hold and when to close your trades. So when the trend is undecided, it can warn you to close all your trades. So that is one advantage of having the smart level entry indicator. So today gold I didn't have an entry because my conditions were not met. The gun distribution, so you can see right now gold is on a very very strong downtrend momentum. So I wasn't interested in buying gold today. Let's wait and see if we can get a sell signal from the gun distribution so that we can start looking for sell setups, or price can decide to bounce back from this area here. So that is another case scenario that it can happen on gold. So my today's market, I was glued on oil, the US oil market. I had a very good setup on this market. Everything had lined up according to my plan. So the oil market had a gun distribution signal today in the morning during the open of the Asian session. The first candle was a very bullish one that gave us the gun distribution signal. So that was the first confirmation on this market. So having seen that, I was only interested in finding sell setups on this market. So I had to wait until the London Open session so that I can find pullbacks in the market and enter a trade during that time. So I waited until London session and I had my first pullback that made the volume bar hit the 50 liquidity level. When I saw that and I saw my sell signal had not been violated, this sell signal here from the smart level indicator had not been violated. Being violated means that the candle did not close above it. So if the candle closed above my sell signal here, then I would have closed that trade. But at the moment, it held that point very, very well, and it hasn't broken that level today. So I executed a sell trade at this level here because it was a retest of the previous sell entry level. So that's why I entered another sell trade here. So right now I'm running in profits using this system. I entered at around that place. Then I set a stop loss. If the buy structure was violated, then I had to close my trade. So right now I am targeting the take level profit, the target level 1. That is the one that I'm targeting right now. So if price can hit that point, then I can get out of my trade with at least some 600 pips around there. So it is a very simple entry. Gun distribution showing a downtrend momentum. Then during the London session, we wait for a pullback to my smart level signal area. And if that pullback gives us a volume bar that hits the 50 liquidity level, then I execute a trade and set the stop loss just above my smart level indicator. Then I target take profit level 1 and take profit level 2. So that's what I'm waiting to see if I will hit my target profit on a Monday. So these have been my results using this system. Starting last week, I can show you how the system performed. So I trade mainly on the major currency pairs, and my main markets also are the major currency pairs: gold, NAS 100, and oil. That's what I major in using this system, and it has given me some good returns this year. So that's why I'm planning on teaching how to trade using this ultimate trading AMD system. AMD stands for the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution logic. So I will be expounding that more on my private group. Every day we have setups that we discuss with my private group members. So feel free to join, contact me on my Telegram or email. Also, if you are in my private group, feel free to ask any question. Send your setups to my group and I will also give feedback on your entries. So the results for this system have been quite good while applying the proper risk management, of course. So last week was a good week. Let's see how this week goes. I'll be sending setups on my private group and also weekly training and mentorship.